So why did I create Hebbian? I firmly believe that we're still very much stuck on a company and an employee level using hundreds of tools where data, info, and context are scattered everywhere and nowhere. Also, now these tools often come with their own memory and context layer, and we're more evolving into that direction as an industry. That's then still very limited to that tool. It's still siloed. The same with all knowledge management systems today. Also, with all the new connections, MCPs, and the use of AI, data is still scattered everywhere and nowhere, and it fails every time under scale, mainly because of maintenance and management. I thought there must be a better way. Why doesn't there actually exist a real digital brain yet, both on a company level where access is based on role and function, but also on an employee level, which is not accessible to the company, where Hebbian always makes the bridge between both of these brains whenever you or AI require context, and that just knows everything. Also, something that does all of this automatically, where you don't have to think about and it just works and is always right. That's what I have been building the past 7 months. A real digital brain, not a smart database or that stuff you see on socials. Hebbian is also a real digital brain with neural networks that learns and grows and keeps getting better the more it knows about you and the company and the more you work with it. We combine frontier mechanical and frontier reasoning methods to get the best out of both, but also to go far beyond what a smart database is and can do. This does and can do things, make connections, see patterns that a smart database simply cannot. This works just like a human brain works, or a human memory, and I would love to explain it to you. Now, how does it then actually work? Well, Hebbian is capable to get all data, info, and knowledge out of all tools and systems people use on a company, an employee, and an agent level. To do so, today we already have 880 connections. This is how we create a library of Alexandria, with also a library, an army of librarians, which also means keeper of books in the classical ancient Greek. These lead everything in the good direction and make that the system maintains itself at scale. Alright, but what's the use of that, right? So all knowledge work requires context to bring something to a good end. Up-to-date data and information. Hebbian is always there for you. That's why, or that's how you and everybody continuously has the right up-to-date data, info, and context available where you are working, regardless where you are working, or wherever you're working on that requires this context. Whether that is something you need because you're working on something without AI, where normally you collect the info and the data yourself, with AI, where you bring some context and AI also collects some data if it has access and it's possible, or when you let AI do the work for you with autonomous agents or humans in the loop. How do you then work with Hebbian? You can work with Hebbian in every AI tool like LLM desktop apps, for example, Claude Desktop, CLIs like a terminal, for example, Claude Code or Codex, or IDEs, applications like Cursor, by connecting these with our MCP to Hebbian. We're headless first, so that means without interface via our API, but people can also use our front-end web application to work with Hebbian. Even if you never worked with AI before and don't use any of these tools. Finally, what does Hebbian cost? Feel free to check out the website hebbianvault.com/pricing to get an overview of what it would cost to try or to run such a company brain on both the company level and the employee level at your business. If you would like to learn more, please visit our website at hebbianvault.com or planning a demo via our website.